Welcome to the Engineering Podcast, a podcast from the engineers at Rocket.Chat. We will be discussing new implementations, problems faced, what's coming, and everything else related to our daily work, always with a technical perspective to keep you up to date. Hello, welcome all. I'm Rodrigo Nascimento, your host as always, and I hope everyone is safe today with this pandemic going on. But moving on with our weekly podcast, I have with me today our backend leader and co-founder Diego Sampaio, our apps engine leader Douglas Gilbert, our cloud leader Aaron Nuggle, our front-end engineer Tassi Evangelist, our mobile leader Diego Mello, and our Omnichannel product manager Renato Becker. So getting started with the batch releases, we had one on this past week. It's the 3.12.1, and you move to Diego Sampaio to explain what we have in this release and talk about the news on the backend from the past week. Diego.
Hi guys. Yeah, I'll actually let Tasso talk about that, the release changes, as he was mainly in charge of those. But yeah, on the backend team, we have started working on the Teams feature, which is gonna be awesome. We also have done a few like general improvements on the, I would say the like quality of life of end users. So we implemented creating thumbnails for images and video uploads. That is there are that's not done yet, but and not released. Still need to implement those on the web and mobile clients, but that will be a good addition to our product. Also on that regard, there is now a better a better message when a user tries to download his user data, but he's not authenticated. That usually happens if you is using Electron app or the desktop app, and then receives a link to download the file on your email client, and clicking that link, that will open the web browser where you probably is not authenticated. So prior to that change, you'd receive a blank screen with just a non-friendly message. So we are improving that. And as the same for the previous release, where we get rid of the memory leak warning message, we are also getting rid of other messages that might appear on the server logs that are not really related to the Rocket.Chat code. Actually, they are related to Rocket.Chat code, but they are not affecting the product. So we are expecting to have a cleaner logs on the server for the next releases. And that's it for us.
Pretty cool. Those thumbnails for images, are they work for the avatars as well? Or just for uploads?
No, just for uploads. Avatars, we do have already a setting where you can choose to have smaller avatars or resized avatars. You can also already change the size. So for avatars, I would say that's done already. Just for regular uploads, that you have no options for that. So every time you see a uploaded image, it downloads right away the full image. So
I see. Just going a little bit deeper, just for curiosity. Is that something you're generating when uploading? So you're saving a specific size then, or not when requesting the image then?
yeah, that's the implementation you choose to go.
The same as
We
Avatar.
could, we like you choose a size that you want to be like the default thumbnail size, and then a new file will be generated with that size. But we also thought that we could be having like configurable sizes when we want to see the images. That's particular good for different DPI screens, I would say. So, but that's, I guess we can we choose to let that for an improvement later, because like we don't have a real need for that right now. Just having that, just showing a smaller size right now is already better. So we decided to go with that implementation that is was much quicker to do, and the user value is as good
Yeah.
as.
Yeah, makes sense. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. One step at a time, so we keep evolving.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, the next one is the Doug from the Apps Engine. What's going on there, Doug?
Hello, folks. Nothing like exciting to highlight. We've been working on some kind of like foundational stuff to like improve the experience either of the maintainers or of the users. I think one of the things that we've got requests from the community as well is like from the compilers weren't the compiler wasn't accepting like multi-level inheritance. So as context, the main class, when you're developing an app, you have to export one main class, and this has to extend our apps engine, the app class, the base app class. But there has been some use cases where users like found the developers found ways to share code between their apps, and they weren't directly extending the our app class, but rather another one, which then used the mechanism to extend. And this wasn't being supported by our compiler, and we took care of this one. This was like one of the most interesting changes, but other stuff is like some more changes to the messages on some errors that happens during installation on Rocket.Chat. And yeah, that's going to be it. We're also like our plans going forward, like in the short term, are going to be more turned to the maintenance of the repos. Like we got to improve our changelog generation. I mean, we gotta make a changelog generation. We gotta improve our CI and CD processes for publication of new versions, etc. So there's a lot of like back office work coming in the short term. So yep, that's gonna be it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. The next one is the cloud. Aaron, what are the news on your side?
Hello, everybody. I don't have a lot to share this week. Basically, kind of the same as last week. So, kind of heads down working on putting some finishing touches on a couple services. still have, I guess, to be shared. We're also doing some work on the infrastructure side, actually trying to kind of change how we do things a little bit to be more kind of like a internal provider, basically, to the rest of the company, so teams can actually work more seamlessly with the infrastructure team. So there's some work going on there. It's kind of cool. Maybe we'll have some more to share about that later on. We also have some new open positions for the cloud team for software engineers. So if working on the cloud services, so if you're a Go developer, Golang, and the Go is appealing to you, we're looking for you. And I feel like I'm the one that always is promoting job positions in the middle, but yeah, we're definitely looking to expand the team. So that's it for cloud team.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, we're going to open a lot of positions. I'll talk more about the ones we have open later in this episode, but yeah, we're going to have many more from all the teams. Cool. The next one is the front end team. So today we have Tasso here to talk about it. Tasso, what's going on there? And about the release, right? Diego,
Okay, right.
let me pass that responsibility to you.
Yeah, because basically the patch release was motivated to fix some critical issues that users are uh, have found in our experience with GC integration and with markdown rendering of some message attachments, especially from apps that integrate you integrate in the Rocket.Chat. So, but aside that, we have not so much to talk about. Basically, we are just focused in the new Teams feature right now. So that's it.
Cool, thank you. I was doing some proof of concept this weekend. Had some time that I didn't work coding, but I was trying to implement a layer of encryption that's touching the backend and the front end a little bit, just to to share that information. We don't know if that's something that would be a feature of the product yet, but something we are trying for some specific enterprise customers that may need an extra layer of encryption. Maybe have that for everyone soon. It's pretty cool. Okay, the next one is the mobile team. Chico Mello that time. What's going on there?
Hey guys, last week we released 4.15 beta on TestFlight and Google Play. Changelog is still to be done, but in short, the release is bug fixes and performance improvements only. We fixed, as a highlight, I can say we fixed the issue on share extension not crashing but showing a blank screen on iOS. It was a regression after we implemented the job to build official versions of the app on RCI. It was missing just a property on a list, so it was a pretty small fix, but showing a blank screen is not always is never needed. And it was hard to reproduce at first, but after some time we figured it would always fail if we install only the official app on the device, which is not something we usually do, since experimental app is almost nightly on internal teams. So that was the reason it was hard to test and reproduce. But after that, it was quite easy to fix. And yeah, we've been working a lot on end-to-end tests, and that's kind of it. The plan is to release for this 4.15 on next Monday, and then we'll start working on Teams feature. Thanks.
Cool. Interesting to see how one app affects the other, if both are installed in the device. I never thought that it was possible. Cool.
Yeah, we use app group to do this kind of thing.
Yeah, not that cool in this case. You're right. Now, Omnichannel, Renato, what do you have to share?
Hey, folks. So, yeah, when it comes to Omnichannel, there are a few outcomes that I'd like to mention today. New improvements, new features that we want to deliver, not just in the current quarter, but also in the next one. And one of them is that we really want to improve the agent's journey when serving customers through omnichannel conversations. I mean, we want to share more, improve the UI and UX elements we already have, but also add new ones. We want to improve the visibility and usability of some actions or buttons and all that stuff. I mean, we'll add new buttons that we are calling quick actions on the header of the chat room interface. So it will be faster to perform some actions such as return chat to queues, forward chats, closed conversations, and all that stuff. Also, we want to replace old components such as the visitor info panel. We will create a specific and dedicated components for omnichannel conversations, which means that there will be a specific component where agents will find information about the visitor or the customer, but also a specific contextual bar where agents will be able to see the room information, statistics, and all that stuff. So regarding the UX and UI, that's what I can share currently. And I'm glad because some of these new improvements are coming out with the next release. Apart from that, we are really focusing on new social media integrations. And yeah, I haven't been talking about it over the last month, but I can say that the Twitter app is coming. We are very close to deliver this new app. It's a new approach when delivering omnichannel integrations. And yeah, there's still some work to do on our infrastructure, but we are making progress. And hopefully I have some news to share next week. Still on user experience, we're focused on improving the omnichannel queues, make our omnichannel queues smarter. So another feature that I have already mentioned before is the on-hold queue. So yeah, I'd say those are the most important things to say regarding work in progress. But we are now working on a new UI and UX for canned responses. I have already mentioned that also. So I can share more details, but I'm pretty sure that omnichannel managers will be happy when they experience the new feature design. Yeah, that's what I can share today. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. From my side, I have two items. Again, as on the past episodes, about the Google Summer of Code. So please join us on our room. Go to docs.rocket.chat, and there you can find information about the Google Summer of Code 2021. There we find a link for the room we have on our open server and all the other information about that. So please, if you're a student, take a look on that. And regarding the jobs, you can access jobs.rocket.chat. We have many, as Aaron mentioned, we are getting more and more. So we remade all the list we had there on our jobs page. So you find positions for community as developer evangelist manager, community manager, or for engineering, as Aaron mentioned, software engineer for the cloud team, infrastructure DevOps engineer, or senior front-end for the Omnichannel with Renato, or senior web RTC as well for Omnichannel right now, or QA. So we have many more positions open there. So take a look. And yeah, I think that's all for me. So thank you all to have participated in this episode, and see you on next one. Bye-bye. You have listened to Engineering Podcast. This episode is available as video on YouTube and audio on your favorite podcast application. For more information, contact community at Rocket.Chat and give us your feedback.